Hey guys, we're checking out EastWest Hollywood Fantasy Brass, and this is the second library in the Fantasy series, and they already have strings, which I covered in this channel, and now we're going to take a quick look at the brass libraries. Now, I will mention that I am a reseller. I have a new shop. It's called myaudio.studio, and you can buy this directly from me. And that's basically a good way to support this channel and what I do. And if you have any questions or anything at all, just let me know and I'll get back to you as quickly as I can. So let's get started. Okay, so let's get started, see what's included in the Hollywood Fantasy Brass. And before we dive into the actual content, of course, EastWest, they got it all. They have brass and they have strings and they have anything in between. But this library is really aimed for simple and quick and effective results for brass. That is mostly for probably scoring, for trailer music, for game audio, and things like that. You definitely can find a lot of other brass libraries in EastWest, and I'll cover that in future videos. So now let's go and check out the browser. And here you can see whatever you have installed. I have the Composer Cloud Plus subscription, so I have everything. If you have any questions, just let me know. And we'll get started with the horns. So once you click this category, you'll see that we have long, short, and key switches. So if you'll go back to the long, you'll see all different articulations, and that goes the same for short. But I like to go with the key switches because it includes everything and it's easier to program and you can switch between the different articulations. So now I already have that loaded. And in the play window right here, you'll see that we have the articulations and you'll see all these options right here, as well as the key switches on the right. So I can just click those or program that in MIDI, and that will switch between those articulations. So let's have a quick listen to some of the articulations. Cool, right? So lots of very useful sounds. And now let me just give you a quick overview of the user interface if you're not familiar with EastWest Opus. And so on the top here, we have the menu that goes between browse, which is our browser. Play is where you can see all the different settings for the playability and the sound. We have perform, which you can actually when you're loading more instruments, you'll be able to see which keys are included, and you can do a lot of other things here to affect the performance. And I covered that also in my channel in the videos that I'm going to link. And finally, we also have a mixer. So again, maybe we'll do a video showing you how I'm loading a few different instruments and then mixing them. And by the way, you can, and let me show you something. So let's play. And you can see that each of the different microphones that were used has its own channel, and I can load right here, clicking the plus, and I have tons of different effects. So this is great in the box, everything in one place. And I can have, for example, let's do a chorus effect, and you'll see that chorus right here. Right, that's the idea here. And if you want to remove it, you can again right click and just remove chorus. So now let's go back to our browser and see what else we have. So under Flugelhorns, again, we have different subcategories. We have long, short, legato, and key switches. So I have the key switches loaded. Let's just jump right into this. Right, so let's continue some more and get to know the Opus player. And on the top right here, we have the mood. And this will give us a kind of different sound or kind of different feel. So right now we're on classic, but I can go epic, and that will load different micings and different samples. And you can see that right here, it's loading. And we also have some other things that you can do. You can change the performance. We have portamento, we have legato, repetitions, and mono to stereo legato. We have the sensitivity, that's the keyboard sensitivity. And we also have this map, the MIDI control mapping, as well as an envelope. And on the right side, we have the stereo doubling, which we can use. And of course, we have reverbs. So if you click this drop down right here, you'll see that we have a lot of different reverbs, and some of them are just amazing. So I'm going to try this one, for example. We have the Hollywood Hall. Wonderful. And of course, we have different microphones. So we have the close, the mid, the main, and the surround. And you can just tick those in and have more samples loaded. So we'll let them just load right here. You'll see the pizza on the top right. Now you can see this is a little bit over the top. And of course, we can mix those together. And obviously, we don't need all of them. We can just remove maybe these two and stay with the close and the main. And on the right side, we also have tuning, and we have more things that you can do, like changing the octaves, and we have the master volume. So all in all, everything you need to shape this sound. Let's go and check some more sounds. So our next category is the Wagner tubas. Let's have a quick listen. Right, so obviously you can also use this lower in the range. And let's see what's included. So I'm going back into the browse, and here we can see we have long articulations, we have short, we have effects, we have legato, and key switches. So I have the key switches, and I'll go back into the play, and you can see all the different articulations right here. And some of them are not turned on. You can just click those and it will load those samples. And now we have everything with the key switches starting from C0. Let's have a quick listen. And we'll try another articulation. Wonderful. So let's try some more and see what else is included with the Hollywood Fantasy Brass. Right, so these are the low brass ensembles, and let me show you what's in the browse. So when you go here in this category, the subcategories are long, and here you can find the marcato sustained, and we have accents, and we have expression full and overblown. Let's try that one. So I'm gonna just double click this, it's gonna load, and let's go into play. Cool. But it's not classic, so let's try and find something else like the low brass SAS full and have a quick listen. And I really like the key switches again because it gives me a lot of control. So I'm going to just double click that one and it's going to load. We'll see what we have in the play tab here, and I'm going into articulation. So there's a lot of different articulations. And by the way, we can even go right here in this sub menu articulations, and you can see all these articulations available. So that's another something that you can find in the Opus player. I'm going back to the player and we'll try some of those. Right, and that is the EastWest Hollywood Fantasy Brass. If you have any questions or need help, just let me know in the comments. I'll get back to you as quickly as I can. And another reminder, you can buy this directly from me through my new site, myaudio.studio. And that's a great way to support the channel. I work with EastWest and I work with all the other companies that you can find in my website. And I'm adding new plugins and new libraries all the time. And if there's anything you're looking for and you want to get a really good price and maybe some discounts, just let me know again. And you can find me through the website or in Facebook, Twitter, and in Discord, and all the links in the description of this video. So I'll see you soon. Thanks and bye-bye.